Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic, host of Bachelorette Recaps, which premieres tonight on ABC, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Are you guys excited? I'll be doing a 4 p.m. Pacific Time pre-episode live stream. So if you're on the East Coast, you can watch my pre-episode live stream at 7 p.m., 1 hour long, and it's going to lead right into the show. And then, of course, afterwards tonight, late night, I'll be doing a recap after the West Coast version. Check all that out. You guys can subscribe to my channel, give it a like. Tons of content going on, and of course, Bachelor Nation News. Thank you so much. We went from 2,000 to 32,000 subscribers. Because of that, I invested in a lot of new equipment, and I want to show off that equipment right now as we get into Katie's Final Four. Reality Steve had posted Katie's Final Four. Let's break this news. Are you ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want this spoiler, please turn away. Katie's Final Four. You guys ready? This is the Final Four reported from Reality Steve on Katie's upcoming season of The Bachelorette. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Let's break this news. All right, let's break this news. Katie's Final Four. Here we have it, folks. Justin, Andrew, Greg, and Blake. Blake, rub those eyes off. Blake from Claire and Tayshia season? You're damn right. Canada's proud. Blake Moynes. We've got a lot to get into here. I mean, you know, we heard Greg Grippo might have been, I don't know, first impression rose. We heard he might be going far. It's got that alliteration, Greg Grippo from Jersey. What's it to you? You know what I mean? Like, he's going to bring that Jersey charm, a la Zach Clark, bringing that Baltimore-Philly charm, whatever that combo is. The old Mid-Atlantic, the Northeastern's finest here from the Garden State, Greg Grippo. Justin Glaze and Andrew Spencer, we haven't heard too much of. In the video I just released about an hour ago, Katie was on Good Morning America, and she had talked about the superlatives of the season. She said the best kisser is Greg. She said the most attractive is Justin. So we've got a couple, best husband, Michael A. He didn't make it that far because clearly she's not ready to spawn any children. Maybe she is. We'll have to see. We will have to see spawn children. What am I? She's going to be. Anyway, so we've got Andrew Spencer here. Now, listen, let's go to their Instagram pages. Andrew Spencer, 4,900 followers. He is the cousin of Clay from the previous seasons of The Bachelorette. Clay Harbor has been in the NFL for 8 years, which is pretty impressive, an 8-year career. So Andrew Spencer, cousin of his, let's click over to this. I found this fun article. He plays football in a European football league. The Vienna Vikings star, Andrew Spencer, back on the field after searching for love on The Bachelorette. Dating the football star is a fantasy so ubiquitous in American pop culture that it might as well come with a slice of apple pie in a Ford truck. It should come as no surprise, then, that Bachelorette, ABC's uber-successful reality dating show, now entering its 17th season, often turns to the pro and college football ranks to find charismatic suitors for the show's titular female. Everyone from fringe NFL talents to Aaron Rodgers' younger brother has attempted to find love in recent years, but this season they've gone a little further afield. When the 30 contestants that will vie for Bachelorette Katie Thurston's heart were unveiled on Monday, one potential Romeo was Andrew Spencer, who raised some eyebrows for his Austrian address and unorthodox fashion choice. I was trying to bring out my European vibes a little bit and show the world, but I guess they weren't feeling that one. Laughing white with his white turtleneck that drew some attention on social media. We'll see as the show goes on. I'll throw a couple more turtlenecks on. So there he is in the Austrian Football League. Now listen, I played several years of high school football. D1, Rhode Island, go Patriots. And I wonder if I could play a few series in the Austrian Football League. Now, chances are they would destroy me. But who's this guy, 18? I mean, I think I could take this guy, right? Go, you know what I mean? Just a little blind side over there. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Anyway, the former D2 All-American defensive back for tiny Winona State is just now being properly introduced to American audiences. Spencer is no stranger to those who follow football overseas. For the past 3 seasons, the Lake Villa, Illinois native has dazzled as member of the Dacia Vienna Vikings, one of Europe's premier American football teams. For many of the millions of viewers who will tune in for the show's premiere on June 7th, tonight, the existence of professional football in Austria will come as a surprise. Damn straight it is. Austria. I thought they just did Vienna sausages over in Austria. I love Salzburg. The hills are alive with the sound of Vienna football. It garnered a similar reaction from the other contestants, and Spencer enjoyed being able to bring something entirely unique to the table. Everyone thought it was really cool. Obviously, it's not something normal, and it's just a different experience that you have than other people, he says, now returning to Vienna after completing his time on the show. It was pretty cool to be able to share that and shed light on Vienna, on Austria, and playing football for the Vikings. It was pretty informative for a lot of those guys, and Katie as well. So anyway, he joined the organization midway through the 2019 season, and I guess they just had to let him back. Me leaving obviously left a big hole, especially with the timing being right before our first couple of games, but it was something I wanted to do, and they were behind me as well. Coach Kal K and all the guys, they supported everything. I've built really good relations with these guys, and I'm sure a couple of these guys in the team will probably be in my wedding one day. I definitely believe that they wanted me to come back regardless, and it just so happens that we were able to make it happen, which I'm super grateful for. Yeah, listen, no offense to the Austrian Football League, but if you get the chance to be on America's #1 dating show, you don't fumble that opportunity. Stupid pun. It's like hanging out with a bunch of teammates. Once you meet the guys and the producers, it's like producers are the coaches, and the guys that you meet once you get there are just new guys to the team, and everyone's competing for a spot. I, for one, am now very excited to see what's his name? Andrew Spencer on the show. So Greg Grippo, when Justin Glaze is rumored to be one of the finalists, I don't know much about Justin, but Katie had mentioned he is the most attractive, which makes you wonder, how do you choose a guy like one guy's best kissed or one guy's most attractive? You know, these guys are going to have to live with that. You know what I mean? Like, say she chooses Justin. Then all of Justin's buddies are going to be like, oh, yo, Katie said Greg's a better kisser than you. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm sure Justin's a good enough kisser. I mean, come on. The guy looks like he's got some nice things going for him. Oh, is he an artist? I get those goosebumps every time. Did he paint that? I mean, I'm assuming he did. That would be kind of, if he didn't paint this, then that would be, this photo is very plagiaristic. Is that a word? We're going to make it one. Okay, so we got an artist. He's a good-looking artist. All right, there it is. Is this Katie Thurston? No, that was 142 weeks ago. Wouldn't that be wild if he drew a photo of him marrying Katie Thurston 2.5 years before meeting her? Who knows, folks? So Justin looks like a fan favorite here. He's he's got a lot going on. Of course, dressed as The Rock here. We know that look. Of course. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? He's saying you're going to be going far. That's what The Rock's saying. Hopefully you give Katie your people's elbow. If you know it. That's not a domestic, that's a sexual innuendo. All right. Moving on. So there's Justin. We had Andrew, Greg, and then, of course, Blake, we know. And I wanted to shout out, actually, Blake's mom, Emily, sent me her nice book. I'm going to have her on my podcast. Take Charge, Break the Cycle, and Rebuild a Kick-Ass Life Rising Up. There's her book. I'll be promoting this. I mean, I'm always excited. I love the Moynes. I love Blake and his mom. Look how sassy she is. She looks like she's got it all going on. So they're fun people. I liked Blake on Claire and Tayshia's season. I don't think he was given the best edit just because, it's men fighting for the attention of women, which is how it all works. And, of course, that might be the case in this season. But, my hope is that he's able to get an edit that shows, like, his playful Canadian side. He owns an owl, for God's sake. What else do you want from him? So there he is. He's a burly, kind of chunky guy. I always thought him and Katie would be great together, but what the hell do I know? I mean, I don't know. I don't know either one of them, really. There he is with his birds of choice there. He's got a bird of parrot. What is this? Wolves of the Sky, Harris Hawk. Oh, boy. I'm still a little gun-shy around hawks. I was attacked by a hawk in Hollywood. Is when I had a man bun. I used to have long hair, and I went for a jog, and the hawk thought the man bun was a mouse, and it tried to bite me. True story, folks. Got a little blood on me. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Hawks have good vision. Even that hawk thought I had a, field mouse on my head. All right, so there he is. So that's the 4. Now, I don't know what you guys want. This comment section can be spoiled. This is a spoiler video, so feel free to spoil this comment section. Let me know who you like. My favorite is Blake, because I've gotten to see him on the show, and I liked his playful personality. And to be honest, he reminds me of my buddy Joey. And I think when the show's about building empathy, right? So when you see someone that reminds you of someone you know and like, it's like, oh, I like that guy. I'm going to root for the guy. That's like, in sports teams, I'm rooting for the local hero. Well, my local hero is Canadian Blake Moynes, but we'll have to see how it all goes. Now, I have to say, this Spencer story is pretty interesting. We'll have to see how this plays out, but this will be fun to hear more about Andrew Spencer's time on the on the gridiron there. We'll have to see how it all goes. Justin, I don't no, sorry, not Justin. Greg Grippo. For me, I don't know. Maybe he's a cool guy. I haven't really looked into his personality or anything yet. There he is, bringing in 28 with my people. So I guess that's his mom, I'm assuming. So we'll have to see. He's a couple years younger than her, which is totally fine. They're all adults here. So anyways, he's a dog guy. Katie's a cat girl. Can they coexist? We'll have to find out. Let me know what you guys think. If you want more content or just want to support me, frankly, I won't stop you. You can go to my Patreon, patreon.com/Dave Neal, and you can unlock all of my private live streams. We did a fun live stream last night, and you can see some behind-the-scenes info. I shared a quick story about David Spade. I met him once, and it's a boring story, to be honest, but I shared some info on him. He's going to be on Bachelor in Paradise, what we think of the upcoming season, and a little bit more about Katie's season. Some stuff that I try to give a little more juicy stuff I can't share on the public spectrum. So anyway, if you want to go check that out, link below. And also today, Pacific time, 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. for the pre and post episode live streams. Check those out live with us. You can call in the voicemail number that I'll have on the show. Let me know what you think after the show. Call in if you're East Coast and you want to stay up really late. It'll be 1 a.m. your time. Or the pre-show is at 7 p.m. your time. So you can watch the pre-show for an hour, then go right into whatever else you want to see. So totally up to you guys, but I appreciate all the support. And let me know what you think of these spoilers. All right, that's it for me. Bye, guys.